Welcome back. You just joined us at the end of our second week here in Santo Tomas in Suyai. Quite a few things have happened since we've been here. Last week it was Giovanna's birthday. Giovanna's another one of the volunteers, so we had quite a lot of cake and nice food at her house with the other volunteers and her family members. During the cake presentation they even sang another song that I wasn't familiar with, which went "Queremos una parte de torta, queremos una parte de torta," which basically means we want a piece of the cake, which is another nice little quirk to add here. The only problem is whenever the cake was presented, in fact even before the cake was presented, my seat, it was a little plastic one, not the most sportive, my seat actually collapsed, which kind of further enhanced my reputation as being a bit of a clumsy or quirky person. The following evening, Alice and the other volunteers all went to the movies to go see Stephen King's It. I'm not a fan of horror movies by any means, so I didn't go this time around. But Alice mentioned that it was very scary but very good. And she mentioned that Yolanda too kept making her jump throughout it. Alice mentioned that it costs 12 soles for a movie ticket there, which is quite drastic when you consider that the monthly wage in Peru is only about 100 soles, which is only about £27 a month, so quite a lot of Peruvians can't afford a cinema ticket. It was during this time, when they were at the movies, that we had a power cut at Suyai, and again, like the brave, handsome, heroic, charming person that I am, I went out into the dark to go and buy candles, and I now know how to make a makeshift candlestick just by melting a bit of wax onto the end of a mug and holding it up. I felt like a Charles Dickens character when doing so. All that was missing was a nightcap. The following day there was a workshop at Suyai with the local Rotary Club, so there were hundreds of people here from the club and other schools and the like, and they were having a workshop about health benefits. So they had a talk about malaria and how to avoid it, and demonstrated proper use of a mosquito net. Unfortunately for me again, Giovanna's family were present, and the first thing that they mentioned was my seat collapsing to other people that I hadn't met before. So this further enhances my reputation as being a bit of a clown so far, which doesn't help. Later on in the day, Alice, Yolanda too, and I all went out via a boat trip to see a very large tree called the Lipuna. It's a very old tree grown sky high right in the heart of the rainforest, and we did encounter many nice sights along the way and quite a lot of creatures along the way within the rainforest, and luckily for all of us they actually stopped for a moment to give us a picture or two. On the Monday we finally managed to get started with our English classes, and we have it divided into two groups. So we have the older group in the morning at about 9 o'clock, and then we have the afternoon group at 3:45 for the younger students. It's a bit difficult at first to get them to talk sometimes, because quite a lot of them don't have a huge amount of learning in their own language, so it's a bit tricky sometimes, but we taught them the basic grounds about why we were speaking English, why we learned it, and we taught them basic greetings and the alphabet as our first lesson. The way we do it is we have classes Monday to Thursday, one in the afternoon, one in the morning, and there's about 45 kids who are interested in it, so we divided them all up into about 4 or 5 per class maximum. But it's a bit difficult sometimes because they have to do their own work first, and quite a lot of the time they're either unsure about their own work, so some of the classes numbers do vary. You've joined me at a time when we've all been a bit unwell with a combination of things. There's several volunteers, myself and Alice included, that have been particularly affected by it. It's been a combination of headaches, nausea and colds, which the latter in particular doesn't help whenever you can't get toilet paper very often, and the supplies are quite limited, so we have to be very careful, particularly with the number of volunteers. The illnesses, we believe, are a result of our bodies trying to adapt to the heat and humidity, but a lot of it is to do with the diet as well. There's about probably 2 or 3 portions of rice just within one lunchtime meal, so it's quite difficult to consume it all, and whenever you're not used to it and having to eat that every day, it gets a bit difficult. But with the rice and the lack of fruit and veg, we are sorting that out bit by bit. It's just a bit hard because it's cheaper and easier to feed people on rice, and whenever you have a lot of volunteers it can be tricky. But we're going at it, and it's just a case of continuing what we were doing, and hopefully this illness will pass over the time. I think it's just a case of, the Amazon being a bit different from what we're used to. Lima was the same because the temperature and everything was exactly the same as the UK, but the Amazon can be a bit tricky and it can take a bit of getting used to.